wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? This country would grind to a halt and no a thing would grow if it wasn't for the workers in their wellies. Wellies, they're wonderful, oh wellies, they're swell. If it wasn't for your wellies.
I'll go through them then, and the most important, how many kilograms of milk solids we are actually selling per cow. Sunday morning, cow coming in for milking. Pretty good, come on.
This cow was the second calver that calved while we were away in Centre Parks 2 weeks ago. Her calf was stillborn, but she did come into milk. Fionn, our eldest, who just turned 16 last week, went off skiing with his school to Italy for a full week. Definitely overpacked, is having an absolutely brilliant time. We went to the cinema. We're so used to always having 6. I booked him a seat by accident, and then we went to visit my parents and watched the All-Ireland Club football final. I ordered this electronic standing desk for editing the videos, and I can get my steps in. The girls got stuck in with it, assembled it completely by themselves, all the electronic parts and everything. They were just amazing. Had to show their daddy all their hard work.
Morning everyone, it's Monday the 20th of January at 11:15 as I've said. So we have our maiden heifers here in the collecting yard. We're going to run through the crush now, weigh them, mark the ladies that are for sale. The ad is currently up on Dundee.
Did you get calls?
2 calls, hoping that someone will call and have a look at them today. So this is just extra information. As you can see in the background there's lots of bulling activity, which is super. It means that they're on target, hopefully weight-wise, and are sexually active. So we're going to run through the crush now, record the weights, pink mark on the ladies that have been sold. They're going to be kept on one side of the shed, and then the ladies that we're keeping are on the other side of the shed. So 25, 3 little small runty things. 1 belongs to Sive, 2 others that are just very small. And we're also keeping the stock bull heifers, and you'll see her there in the background just behind me with the high head. That's Squiggles, Myrna's calf. She's been kept, keeping high EBI, the highest EBI heifers. So we bred them, so we're not going to sell them to anyone else.
We've never had the situation before that we've kept them. Why have you kept them to sell? We keep them all as replacements.
Generally we would get them in calf and then sell them as in calf heifers. So it's stock and rate, land availability, fodder for the summer. That's the main reason. So we're extremely tight for shed space at the moment. 25 that we're keeping are going to go up into a third of the shed in paddies, and we will have a free calf shed then and maternity ward to get ready for spring calving, which is imminent. Ellen's going to be recording weights, I'll be marking them, loading the crush. Drive it on. That's good, that's good. Get her on, El.
Wanna go fast, go alone, there's the road of you go. Wanna go far, we go together. Don't go breaking my heart, but right from the start. I give you my heart, I give you my heart. Nights just like this, so let's get down to business. It goes on and on and on, and it goes on and on and on. As I picture the thousands of times that I traveled that well-worn track, I want to break free. I want to break free. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader.
That's our contractor Martin O'Neill putting our hedges. Our nation. I know I always say that. Tuesday is college day for me. The Green Cert, it's online this week.
So our milker went for a wander during the night. It's 11:15 now, just getting her back down to get her milked. Ready? Tuesday lunchtime, about 1:30, 21st of January. Morning there, we had some people call in to have a look at the heifers, our maiden heifers for sale. Remember our discussion group? Yeah, not sold yet. So had a few calls, sent the catalogue to a couple of people, interest, but no buyers. Anyway, we're here now. As you can see behind me, I have the pit started the second cut silage pit stripped off. I still need to move all that crap there, but a bit pressed for time today, so I have a section moved off. I'm going to use my handy extendable blade that we showed you last week to cut off this section of plastic, and we'll see how we go. So, second cut, first section cleared off. You can see up here, Small little bit of waste on top. We ran out of cover from the new cover and there's a little bit of an old cover there. I assume I also probably had to pick a hole in it there before we got to put the net on top. A little bit of waste there, nothing major. On this side here, this is where it was joined in with the first cut. Again, a small bit of surface waste there, not an issue. It's going to go into the trailer now, up to the far off dry cows. They'll eat whatever they want out of it and then it'll go into the dung pile up there, my uncle's. So initial impression is the section here in the middle looks really good. Smells absolutely fantastic. We'll do a bit of a squeeze test now. There's moisture, but not like our first cut. Oh my god. So she's damp, but that took 2 squeezes for me to get it out that one ball, whereas the first cut was I done a small squeeze and the water was flowing out of it. After smelling it there now, yeah, that smells really, really good. Feeding the second cut is a go. Beautiful sunset. It's absolutely Baltic. The freezing fog falling now. Morning everyone, it's Wednesday morning, the 22nd of January. It's just going about 20 to 8. I'm here with our milking cow, getting her milked early this morning, or earlier than yesterday. She took a wander and it was 12 o'clock or nearly half 12 before we got our milks. Back on track this morning. Wednesday, I need to do a bit of cleaning here in the parlour and clean our milk collecting can or milking can that she's just one unit milking into the can as opposed to going to the tank. We'll get that cleaned this afternoon and disinfected and we'll have her milk for the house tomorrow or Friday at the very, very latest. Yeah, off farm this morning with Ellen, back in hopefully before lunch, getting the tanks agitated up tomorrow. Kevin, our contractor, and Phelan are coming in tomorrow with the piping system to drop our tanks. Badly needed. I think our cow was a bit lonely yesterday, that's why a bit of wire down and she took a wander and ended up Paddy's. So this morning, instead of putting her back out to grass, she's been out 24 hours a day, night and day, and enjoying it. We're going to let her float around the yard and my clothes right in front of the maiden heifers there and let her have a pick of silage and a bit of company for the morning. Afternoon everybody, it's Wednesday afternoon, just about 10 past 4 or so. I have the tractor agitating there. I'm expecting Kevin in tomorrow at some stage. But we've had a crazy development on the weather front. We're currently under an orange status wind warning. It seems very likely that that's going to be upgraded to a red status wind warning. It's very heavy rain tomorrow night, so I'm going to make contact with Kevin later on out this evening and see what time he's planning to come at tomorrow. If he's not going to be until later on today, we might just have to leave it until this weather front passes through. Behind me there you'll see Kevin's brother Martin. He's our other contractor. I have his tanker and tractor in. I borrowed it on Monday off him. That's on hand to move a load around or two if I had to. We'll just see. One thing that is very certain on the weather warnings that are coming is the wind. We're not 100% sure about the rain, how much is going to fall or whatever yet. And you see in the background there, we got the second open yesterday. Cows have absolutely whipped everything that I've gave them because research has shown, and we've been doing it here for a good number of years now, feeding them later in the evening time, and it results in less calves being born at night time. We're 2 weeks away from the start of calving. I hope. Ellen had her MRI this morning. It went well, thankfully. She got through it this time. So she's a bit zonked up there now. So I've been doing school runs and stuff. So Myrna's over. She has trad after school now. So going to agitate until I have to collect her, go and grab her, bring her home, and then we'll take the agitator off and we'll get our weight block on. Where are your weight block? There he is there behind me. Get the weight block on, get some silage in. Football starts back this evening. Woohoo! Bit of strength and conditioning for Oscar. If you want to be here, only he's skiing, so he'll be back next week. So that's going to be fun. They've absolutely whipped everything that I gave them yesterday. We're going to top that up there after I finished agitating. Started feeding them in the evening time now, giving them the bulk of their feed in the evening time. Just coming 10 o'clock. My cow was waiting patiently to be milked. With a very wet night overnight. She's been out full-time grass the last little while, haven't you, darling? But we're going to get her milk now and she can stay in. 10 mil of rain in the gauge this morning. She's going to come in now and stay in. With the weather warning in place for tomorrow, the rain that's fallen overnight and the rain that's forecast to fall tonight, there's another 15 or 20 mil forecast. We're postponing our slurry plans. The lads were going to come in tomorrow. Obviously that wouldn't happen now with the weather. Unfortunate and a little bit frustrating to miss the window of good weather, but sure, look, that's the way it goes. It's January after all, and it's hard to squeeze everyone in, and the weather does have a mind of its own. So our plan for this morning is we'll milk this lady now, we'll get the silage pushed up. It's a case of battening down the hatches for the rest of the day. Then we're going to get the generator at the house fired up and make sure she's working. It's probably going to be a case of when power goes, not if. it's more likely going to be wind. Yeah, so stay safe everyone. It's not too often we have red status wind warnings for the whole country. Sean is back. Bit of a hair shower. So, update on our heifers for sale. They have been sold, literally just sold a few minutes ago to relations of someone that we know in our discussion group. They're going to a new home in Westmead next week, all going to plan. New entrant into milking next year. I think this is about the 4th new entrant that we have sold heifers to, so must be doing something right. But delighted that they're sold. Hopefully they'll be gone by next Wednesday or so. Delighted with that they're gone. We're going to push in their silage now, keep them well fed and topped up and snug as bugs and rugs until the storm passes tomorrow. Heifer sold. Woo! Morning everyone, it's 24th of January, about 10:30. Just coming to the end of our red status warning now. The red status wind warning was from 6 to 12, so we're just coming to the tail end of that now. We lost power about 3 o'clock in the morning there during the night. We woke up to the alarm of the house going off, so we've had no power since. I'm on the tractor at the back of the house now. I had to go and get the tractor earlier on, about 2 hours ago, to jump lead our generator. I charged the battery overnight and stuff and it didn't work, but we have it going there now, so we have power in the house. I was up at my uncle's farmyard earlier on. Everything seems to be fine up there. Everything seems to be okay down in our farmyard too, so I'm going to go out now and feed cows. So absolutely freezing. The wind chill is significant, even though the sun is shining out there. If you can see it out through the tractor window, a bit dirty. So, status on farm, we currently have our power back. Returned there a few minutes down to the farm. It's about 11:15 or so now. So happy days. I'm here now trying to persuade our cow that's in milk to come out. Obviously we have lots of other ladies that are looking to join her, so we may do a bit of divvying up here now for a second. Just hang on there. So persuaded our lady to exit the shed, and we'll get her up to get our milk now. As I was saying, power is back, which is fantastic. We weren't expecting it for a long time. So come on, darling, we'll get her up and get our milk now. And it's no more rain forecast for the day. Excuse me.
And from a different angle, just because it's funny.
So I don't know if you heard a lot when I was trying to get the cow out of the shed there. This lady's in getting her milk, which is fantastic. I don't have to put the tractor on, the generator at the parlour and get that going. Just a lot of effort for one cow, so delighted that power is back.
Our contractor has arrived to spread slurry today.
It's about 11:30. We had a few delays this morning. The hole in the pipe just at the pump down in the yard, significant enough hole that the pipe was losing pressure around the pill pressure all the way up here. So we had to go quick spin over the Tullow to get a few new clamps, cut off a piece of pipe, get it back on. Now we're in action. Currently pumping out of the biggest tank below in the yard. Our tractor's agitating it up. When we have this paddock done, one of the furthest away, we're going to move a little bit closer and we'll be pumping out with the tank that's underneath the in-calf heifers. It's a little bit thicker, so we want a shorter run for this. That'll take massive pressure off us. I'm going back now to keep agitating, and we'll use Martin's tractor and tanker to move some slurry out of that into the big tank when it is over half in. Slow start, but now we're flying. And then here we are, 1.1 kilometres later. We were up at the paddock closest to Paddy's yard, my uncle's yard. Kieran is on the tractor there and we're dribble barred slurry. Happy days. So the tractor Kieran is on, drives around the field, back and forth, pulls the pipe behind it. Sorry, you can see the pipe go there. And then these are the trails of slurry that have been left. So pumping slurry from a tank that's 1.1 kilometres away down in our yard by watery slurry. Been pumped all the way up here. That's beside Paddy's yard. Saturday afternoon, the 25th of January. It's after blowing up into a beautiful sunny day now after a touch of frost this morning. Just a status on our build, it has paused. Yeah, we're at a standstill now until our concrete contractor can come to us. So we contact with him in the middle of next week and he will have a definite date for us to come. The build is currently paused. So I'm here in front of our maiden heifers. It's that time of the year before things get crazy busy again that I said I'd give an update, a bit of background on the genetics of the farm and how we performed last year. So to start the calving just around the corner, said I'd give a breakdown on how we got on last year and what way our calving pattern went. how it's predicted to go this year based on our scanning result. We had 62% of our cows calved in February last year, which is 88 cows, and then we had 32% calved in March, 46 cows, and then the last 6% calved in April, which is 9 cows. Going by our scanning results from in September, almost identical. We have 2 cows calving late in April, or that's predicted to calve in April. Then figures lead to us hitting our key performance indicators for dairy and calving interval. So ideally you want to have it in 1 calf a year. Our calving interval is 364 days. So that means we have cows getting an extra day. They're calving inside the year, which is fantastic. That's what you want. It means you have no slippage in calving pattern. A real indicator of how you're getting on breeding wise and how your calving is going is the number of cows that you get calved in the first 6 weeks of calving. Ideally the target is 90% or over 90%. We hit 90% for the first time last year, and our scan results are indicating we'll do the same again this year. Have always been over 80%. Touching 85, 86, might drop back. We tightened up the breeding season last year, and that really pulled in our calving pattern. We hit 90%, which is fantastic. The national average is only 68%, so there's a lot of scope for improvement there across herds in the country. Yeah, the other performance indicators, we hit them. You want to have all your heifers calving in at 2 years of age or between 22 and 26 months. All our heifers calved in last year at the average was 23 months, and it's the same for this year. So we started calving on the 1st of February last year. Don't know when we're going to start this year. Hoping that it's close to the 1st of February. Might be a few days later the way things are shaping up. So we started calving on the 1st of February, everything, and then our heifers start calving on the 7th of February. The first cow, it was 1st of February, as I said. Everything was finished by the 11th of April, and the last heifer calved on the 26th of March. So the average calving age of the herd is 5 years and 1 month. The average calving age of our cows is 6 years. So we're well in, our average lactation per cow is well up, which is fantastic. So that's really good. You might remember back we weighed our cows in the summer there this year. That was the first time we would have weighed the cows when they were in milk in the middle of the summer. So the idea was to get an overall herd average weight per cow to see what our mature cow weight was. Now that we finished the lactation from last year and the cows have been dried off and we know what the cows have produced, we're able to work it back on through our milk recording figures, through our milk sales, on what each cow gave production in kilograms of milk solids, and then we can compare that to our weight. So ideally you want to have a cow that's given her weight in milk solids. I mean, she's holding her own and she's doing a good job for us. So based on the weight figures that we had during the summer and all this information from our ICBF profile, the average weight per cow, or the average cow live weight, was 481 kilograms. If you take off the first lactation cows, as in the in-calf heifers, it rises to 500 kilograms. So just over 500 kilograms. So anyway, so the average weight across all cows from first lactation all the way up to the ladies that are in their 6, 7, 8, 9th lactation. Average cow live weight was 481 kilograms. And average kilograms of milk solids that was sold was 485. So we are producing over our body weight in milk solids, 1.01% of our body weight. That's fantastic. So just to have a further breakdown on that, the first lactation ladies, there's 33 of them in the herd. Their average weight in the summer was 415 kilos. They're the only group of cows that aren't producing their live weight, which I wouldn't expect in their first lactation. They produced 386 kilograms, so a little bit under the live weight, and that's generally the way with crossbred cows. It's not really until their second and third lactation that they started ramp out the milk solid. So the whole idea with them in the in calf in the first year, calve in, get them milking, make sure that they go back in calf and they can stay in the herd to their second and third lactation. So second lactation cows, 448 kilograms, weighed 448 kilograms, and then they produced 494 kilograms of milk solids. So they are well up there. Third lactation cows, that's if you wanted to just weigh 1 or 2 cows, your third lactation cow in the middle of the summer would generally give you a rough or very close figure to the average weight of the herd, and that's what ours have done. So our third lactation cows are 480 kilograms and they gave 510 kilograms of milk solids. And then you walk all the way up and we've 5 lactation plus cows. There was 52 of them. They're the heavier ladies. They're 500, the average weight of them was 533 kilos, and they get 528 kilograms of milk solids, just slightly under. Kilograms of milk solids are what we make our money on, so obviously you want to be producing as much of them as you can. Right now we have extremely efficient cows that are doing the business, and if we scope for improvement in our breeding going forward, try and max out the litres that the cows are giving, because the percentages in the milk solids are there. So we're going now. See the pipe? This could be the best shot yet. I see Kieran. There he is there, yeah. Excellent. Oh my god, where are you going, drone? Please come back. Oh shoot. It's a strong wind. That's it for this week. Please like and subscribe. Videos out every Saturday at 3 o'clock. Drive it on.
We're later if Joe doesn't send his wife his videos on time.